Good afternoon, everyone. It is April the 7th. I think it's the 7th. It is opening day for baseball, if that's what you're into. It is the day after Easter, if that's what you're into. It is a lot of things. A lot of things are today. Along with me dropping things and a video shave of the day. I wasn't going to make one. But then I had my phone playing next to me, and I thought, you know what? I want to make one, so I'm going to make one. So I already have the brush lathered here, and it's lathered with some Rose scented lather from Rustic Blade, shaving soap, wet shaving product soap. I have only one of the other ones, and actually, I'm going to fill this thing here. I only have one other of their soap, which is the Fougere Noir, which I really enjoy. But I've only used, I think, once or twice so far. It doesn't get in my rotation as often as it probably should. But the first time I used these soaps, I was incredibly impressed by how good they worked. I put up on Shave Bazaar that I'm looking for the DR Harris Rose Scented Aftershave. I don't think many people use it. It's probably the price point. I mean, the price point for these soaps is, for those aftershaves is pretty up there. It's $40 just for one. I think it's 100 mils of it. It's about 100 mils or so. I'm using this brush for a few different reasons. First of all, I really like it. And second of all, I'm making this sort of for Mr. Too Nice Guy to sort of see what's happening with this brush. I bought this from him a little bit ago. And I love it. As probably anybody who follows my posts knows, I really like this brush a lot. However, it seems to be losing hair, and I sent him a message about it. Not a complaint towards him at all. More of a just a sort of an FYI, because it really does concern me. I love this brush, and I would hate to have to stop using it as much as I do because, and I have actually subconsciously stopped grabbing for it quite as much because of that bit of hair loss that's been happening. It's not been crazy rapid, but rapid enough to make me concerned a bit. So I just wanted to sort of see what me using it is like, just to see if he can give me some ideas of why that could be happening. I take what I think is really good care of the brush. I don't put it in hot water really. I don't push down super hard with it. I'm fairly gentle, I think. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to use my R2 on the, S2 on the MR5 handle. I've been using that Gillette Slim almost exclusively for about four days now. And I can't tell you how much I enjoy it. I enjoy it so much more than I ever thought I would. I like the way it feels in the hand. It's just an overall really well-crafted razor that I just can't seem to get enough of these past few days. I was nervous to travel with. I'm actually nervous to use it in general just because, it's a bit of an older razor and I don't want anything to happen to it now that I just bought it. Probably overly cautious, really. I have an R3 Triton blade on here, which can be purchased at tryablade.com. That was the only place that I could find it. I didn't look too far. I decided they were to get these in bulk yet. I'm not even sure if you can, because they're in his sort of hard to find section of blades. But these are up there with some of my favorites. I really like these blades a lot. That lather probably could have used a bit more water. So I hope everybody's Easter weekend went well. I did nothing, as most of us do, but run around. It's hard to enjoy yourself when you're trying to, bump from one family to the next family to the next family to sort of see everyone. And when you're all done, you don't feel like you really saw anybody because it went by too fast. But hold on, I'm just gonna rinse my face. So yeah, I have three sets of grandparents actually. I have my dad's biological mother. I have my dad's stepmother and father. And then I have my mother's parents. Luckily, for right now, and only for the near future, they all live pretty close together, so I can see all of them without too much problems. They're all within about 45 minutes to an hour from each other, which is really convenient when you have all these sort of holidays culminating in the same small window of time. I'm gonna add more lather here for sure. This lather does smell really good. I've only tried one other rose scented creams. I guess that was a cream, which is the Taylor Oval Bond Street, which was good. Not my favorite. I'm really not a big fan of the Taylor Oval Bond Street stuff. If I'm gonna use a classic soap or a classic cream, I'm definitely gonna go with the. I really do like the DR Harris so much more. I just feel like the quality of lather is significantly better. I mean, obviously you're paying for it, but I think just the plain pucks of the DR Harris is like 18, which isn't significantly more than the Taylor Oval Bond Street stuff, but then you have to find a container for it and all that. All right. So yeah, let's get back to the weekend, I guess. So let's see. On Friday night, my father and his relatives are Jewish, and I guess I would identify myself as a Jew, even though I don't regularly go to synagogue or any of that, but that's mostly just because I'm busy, not because I don't care. So the first Seder, we had dinner at my grandparents, and my mother also belongs to the local synagogue where they live, and we had brisket and all kinds of really delicious Passover approved food, which was nice. I'm gonna try my hardest to keep kosher for Passover this year. It's gonna be hard, I think, but we're gonna try. keeping kosher for Passover just really means eating a lot of eggs and really, really starchy food. Because you can't have anything that has like beans and anything that swells. Like I don't think you can have corn. Definitely no rice. Definitely no beans. No bread. So it's a little difficult to manage it, especially when all the food that we eat generally has some sort of, you know, bread product along with it. Let me rinse off my face once again. I'm gonna fill it a little bit, not completely full. I don't think I need to do my mustache again. I pretty much buffed that clean, I think. All right. So then the second night of Passover, we went to my grandparents' house and ate there with some family and some of their friends. And that was nice, actually. The food is always good there. The conversation is always interesting, to say the very least. And like, for instance, the conversation, you know, started with the usual, checking in with family members and getting to know what each other has been up to for the last, you know, few months. And then somehow the conversation turned to transsexuality and boys becoming girls and girls becoming boys. And that was interesting. It was interesting to see people of older generations sort of getting a grasp on the idea of people switching genders. I mean, nobody seemed overtly against it. It was just interesting. Mostly things like, oh, I knew this, you know, a cousin of mine's brother's daughter, you know, decided that she really felt like being a man and how that's affected their life and that sort of conversation, which is interesting to say the very least. And then, let's see, for Easter, my mother was Methodist growing up. And so we always go to their house for Easter. But unfortunately, my grandma was feeling a bit under the weather, so we didn't get to spend much time. We were only there for like a couple of hours, which is sad because I really don't get to see them very often. It's usually like once every, you know, 3 or 4 months, which is still, I mean, for some people, still fairly frequent, but compared to how much I used to see them as a child, it's quite negligible, really. That's pretty good. So I think I'm just going to leave this video at this point. I'm going to just clean this brush up a bit, bring out all the rest of the lather, and put the post-shave on, or the aftershave on, which will be the Floid Genuine, which is great stuff. I think I've been talking about it a few times, so it's good stuff. I really like it. And I hope everybody has a great week. And I'll probably put another one on the video up on next Monday. That seems to be the best day for me to do this and keep it fairly regular. Alright. Have a good night, everyone. Man tits. Signing out.